Ms. Boebert, you're
Mr. Chairman,
recognized.
thank you. I really appreciate all of the dialogue that's actually taking place today. This is very exciting. It's much better than just 100% Zoom, and people are actually interacting with one another. This is exactly why I'm here. I saw our communities being regulated into poverty. Colorado's 3rd District is full of natural resources. Our resources are rich and abundant, but politicians get into office and shut it down unnecessarily. The schools that were being built, the roads that were being built, the fire departments that were being built, the hospitals that were being built, all cease and are now overbuilt, and they can't afford them because those tax revenues are not coming in. And of course, as we've heard time and time again today, every American is paying the price for these bad energy policies. Now, many times here in this committee, we hear about our energy development being outsourced to our adversaries. This is very frustrating to me, knowing how clean our energy is, knowing that our guys produce it better than anyone. Rather than begging OPEC, we should be relying on the American roughneck to produce this energy to reduce global emissions rather than outsourcing to China. Now, who is interested in the protection of China and the growth of China? Well, a lot of fingers would point to the White House right now because the Biden family has had strong ties with China. Look at the cobalt mines that China owns. We are outsourcing energy development. We are shutting down our coal-fired energy plants. In my district, one has been demolished. Another one is on its way to be shut down. Hundreds of jobs will be lost in Craig, Colorado. China has promised to build some 200 coal-fired energy plants, and we buy solar panels from them. They own cobalt mines in the Congo. We've heard in this committee that there are some 40,000 children mining with their bare hands for that cobalt. So not in my backyard extremists can feel good about clean energy, ignoring the children. They're being used as slave labor that don't have tools to get the job done, that are going to work barefoot. And we're going to say we did something virtuous because we have solar panels that we purchased from China. Hunter Biden's investment firm, Bohai Harvest, helped facilitate the sale to the Chinese of one of the world's largest cobalt mines in 2016. The Biden family has ensured that the renewable energy supply chain goes through China's supply chains, which are replete with slave and child labor. I'm tired of the excuses that we need good, clean energy, and this is how we are producing it. Our energy is 42% cheaper than Russia's, and we can literally be exporting freedom to Europe right now. We can export our clean LNG to these other nations and liberate them from tyrants. You want to help Ukraine? Export our natural resources. Instead, we hear a push, hey, you can't afford gasoline, we'll buy a $50,000 electric vehicle. Well, those electric vehicles aren't powered by solar, they aren't powered by wind, they're powered by fossil fuels. It's very disingenuous, especially when we don't even talk about how productive nuclear energy could be right here in America. We have the opportunity to do something really great here. We have the opportunity to look at the problems that we are having with our energy production, with the high prices of gas, with, as we've heard, people putting gas on their credit cards, maxing out their credit cards. I have employees who are riding their bikes to work. Sure, maybe it's healthier, but it's not really convenient for them, but that's how they're able to save and make the money that they were making in this horrible time with inflation rising through this reckless spending that we are doing right here in Washington, D.C. We have an opportunity to solve this. And there are many, many crises that are taking place right here, right now in the United States that we have the ability to do something on. Instead, we vote on hair legislation. Don't demonstrate, do not, what's the word I'm looking for? Praise the Lord. 14, pretty close, Mr. Huffman. Do not discriminate, thank you. I'll thank myself. So do not discriminate against the texture of someone's hair. This is something that we are talking about in Congress this year, rather than inflation, rather than supply chains, baby formula, energy, housing. And now, Mr. Huffman and Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Yields.